Hello YouTube, how are all of you? Links and info down below, and we're just going to start this show, shall we? So, 10 Low. This book surprised me. It was sent to me in the middle of the year by the publisher Titan, and it's a military science fiction. And this has to be up there as like one of the best science fiction novels I've read this year. There's a few, but this one stuck out, and oh my god, it's good. So, on Goodreads, they call it Firefly meets Dune, and I do kind of agree, although I would say it's more like Firefly meets Dune meets some Star Wars meets Riddick. Actually, the Chronicles of Riddick, it reminds me of more than anything, and I can't quite put my finger on why. So, Ten Low is an ex-army medic, one of many convicts eking out a living in the universe's edge. She is desperate to escape the memories of the interstellar war and the crime she committed, but trouble seems to follow her wherever she goes. One night, attempting to atone for her sins, she pulls a teenage girl, the sole survivor from a wreck of a spaceship, but she is no ordinary girl, the result of a military genetic experiment. And that's where I'm going to leave you to find out about this book yourself. So you have this novel that pulls you in, and it definitely has a Western vibe to it as well, which I really love. It's basically a very gritty science fiction novel, and it's stunning. Most of the moon is at this wasteland dotted with mines, trading posts, saloons, spaceports. There's little law and order in this world, and oh god, it's dark. It's a good book. So it is one of those take a deep breaths and dive head in. And actually, a booktuber friend, Scott from Book Invasion, rated it 4.5, and I actually agree with his. It's a fun-packed action story, and it just really does keep you on. It's an adrenaline rush. It's powerful. It's punchy. It will keep you reading. And it's quite bleak in places, but definitely makes me think of that kind of... yeah, it's dark. There is a redemption arc to the story, and I do find the redemption arc kind of interesting, because it does feel a little messy in places, and it does stutter in terms of pacing in the middle of the book. But actually, you know what? It works. And the story just kept me reading. It kept me going. It kept me wanting to read. And if you do love science fiction, if you love that kind of big, punchy science fiction, you will love this. This is a stunning book, beautifully written, epically written. And I'm so looking forward to more from the writer, because the writer has a voice, has a strong and distinct voice. And I want to read more of their work. A Nunslinger is one of them, and I'm desperately needing to read that. So, yeah, I do love that big, punchy science fiction. I do love those novels that keep you reading. And it was interesting going into it, because I was a little bit worried about reading it, just because the nature of the beast, the nature of... it's a review copy. I went purely on the pub sheet that I got as a PDF from the publisher, and I literally inhaled this book in a weekend. It really does work, and it's interesting that the whole thing comes down to threatening what she is scared of, and how Ten Low as a character is this fleshed out, very real being dealing with PTSD and chaos and all the stuff that hurts. And it's... oh my god, it's good. I absolutely loved it, and I'm so glad that I read it, and I want to say thank you to Titan. I didn't think it would even make this list, but going through my ratings, and I did a reread of it just because I wanted to do a reread of it. It just... wow. Genuinely wow. And again, I'm looking forward for more of this from her, and more of this from the writer, because I think it's going to be absolutely stunning. And I also hope that we get more from this world, this universe that she's built, and I'm looking forward to it. So, as always, tell me what you think in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later.